am here at the arena in Charlotte, North Carolina for CIAA with everybody know her from Thelma from Good Time, Miss Bern Nadette Stanis. Welcome. Thank you. I'm sorry, you guys. You had to get that in there. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's fine.
All right, hold down for the question because I knew I was going to be nervous. One of the questions some people want to know, they want to know, when did you realize that you wanted to be an actress?
I realized it when I was basically around 13. Yeah, I just started to see a lot of people doing plays and shows, and I just said, I just want to be that. And you know, there was a show called That Girl on Home. If you probably don't even have concept. But anyway, it was with Marlo Thomas, and I remember watching that, and her spinning around the patent and everything. And I lived in New York, so I was familiar with where she was spinning. And I said, oh, I wanted to be just like her when I grew up. I said, when I grow up, I'll be just like that girl. So in my own way, I became a that girl, but a different type of girl.
And more, I'm going to say it, and more. You're welcome. Okay, did you have any friends or family members who was in the show business?
Never. No, my dad played the saxophone. That was about the closest we got. And he played in a local band. Yeah, so, you know, the talent came from, you know, basically his side of the family. And the love for the theater came from my mother's side.
Okay. Was it difficult to get the part of Thelma?
You know, actually it wasn't, because I was in a beauty pageant and there was a manager there, and the manager told my mother that I looked perfect for this part of a TV show that they're looking for the sister. And he gave my mother the card. We went up to, it was in Manhattan, CBS, and we went to the audition, and from there I had about 4 or 5 auditions, you know, different people with different people, and that's how I got it.
Really was awesome. It was blessed.
Yeah.
It was for her.
Yeah.
Everybody, I don't think anybody could play Thelma and want to say, you know, you had all the guys, and you still do. You're welcome. What are some of the, do you have any other dreams and aspirations as a child?
Oh yeah, yeah, dancing. I love to dance. I always wanted to, you know, just dance all the time. That was basically it. I did want to become a doctor. If I had not made it to Good Times, I think that's what I'd be today. I would be a psychologist or a psychiatrist, because that's a love for it.
Yeah, that's some of the things I wanted to do too. Actually, I'm trying to get into acting as well. But definitely.
But I think all of that goes together.
Yeah.
Psychology, you know, the mind, you know, getting into characters.
Yes. It does. During your downtime, like your relaxing time, do you have any other like hobbies or like what you like to do for fun?
Well, for fun, I do go to the steam room a lot, get massages, stuff like that. I like just being home in my bed, you know, cozy, watching TV. I just like that. That's it. And I read a lot. So I like to just, you know, sit home and read. I like that. All kind of stuff. Read all kind of stuff.
Yeah. Here, reading is fundamental.
Yeah. Read. Because if you want to be a writer, you have to read. And I read somewhere that if you want to write, you have to read, because you have to put inside of your brain all the information, you know, so that you can create. You know, you stir it around and create all the stuff that you've read, and you split out into a character or, you know, into a novel.
Yeah. That makes sense. So we wanted to also, I think they wanted to know, how do you manage being a wife, a mother, an author, you guys, and also an actress?
I caregive for my mother. Well, you know, I tell my family, I say, look, I'm out here doing, you know, being away from home for a week or so like that, but I'm not doing it just to be getting away. I do it because it's my job, it's what I do, and I do it for everyone. I don't just do it for me. You know, and I feel that everyone should always contribute in a family. Everybody has to work together, because one person doing something and everybody's not working with them or doing something else, there's no way you can hold it together. So in my home, in my household, I let everybody know that we're all doing this together. Now, I may be out on the road, but I need you, my daughter that's 16, I need you to keep your grades up, I need you to follow the rules, I need you to call me 3 or 4 times, you know, let me know what you're doing. You know, so I have to have everybody in place, and that's how I do it. Otherwise, I couldn't do it. I'd be too worried about
in these troubled times, how do you keep your faith going so strong?
You know, it's amazing. Whenever things got crazy or, you know, these times, that type of thing, I always went inside. I always went to God. Even when I was a little teeny girl, I remember this. I always believed in God. I always was close to God because I always felt that He heard me. Isn't that weird? A little kid, I always felt that He heard me because I always believed that when I pray for stuff, if it's not a bad thing, I get it. Like I remember the first time I realized that God was in my corner. I was about 7 years old. I'll never get this. And my aunt had bought her daughter a pair of shoes. They call hush puppies or something like that. But they were suede and they had all the different colors in them. They were like all the patch colors. And I mean, when I laid my eyes on those shoes, I just felt those were the prettiest things I've ever seen. And she bought her daughter those shoes, and I said, and her name is Vicky. I said, oh gosh, Aunt Vicky, can you please buy me those shoes? You know? And she says, okay, honey, I'll buy you them. I will buy them for about a week, okay? Or a week or two. I'm like, oh God, it's so long. I said, okay. And I went home and I wrote a little letter to God. I wrote a letter to Him. And I said, God, please let my Aunt Vicky buy me these shoes. I love these shoes so much. Please, God, you know, begging Him. And I think like a day or two later, my aunt had bought me the shoes. But I guess she realized how much I needed them and wanted them, so she bought them. But to me, as a child, it was like God answering me. Because she did say a week or two. But it was like the next day, and I'm like, God, thank you. Then from then on, me and God were like buddies. You know? Me and you, God. So it was like that all my life.
That's awesome. Go to God.
Go to God. He'll answer you.
Sure will. With you being such a busy lady, you know, one minute you're on the East Coast, next minute we hear you on the West Coast. What are some of the projects that you're currently working on?
Projects? Okay. Right now, I'm trying very hard to have this finished by next year. A book on teenagers. Just like I write Situations 101 Relationships, Situations 101 Finances. Now I'm going to write one called Situations 101 Teenagers.
Okay.
Yes, because our teenagers, you know, they need to be understood. They have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of information, and really not too many people to turn to. They turn to each other, which, you know, we got to work with that.
Yes.
Because they don't have any more information than the next teenager, but they're trying to guide each other. You know, and it's okay to find a parent or an adult that understands you and communicates with you and helps you.
Right. How does it feel to have been participating in a sitcom that aired over 30 years ago that still captures the heart and men and women of all ages?
Oh my God, it is something that no man can do. That's what I said. You know, this is a step that God has done. God put this in place. And that's why the door can't close on it. That nobody can close it, you know what I'm saying? So it's something that nobody can stop. It's something that God wants because He knows that we don't have a show like that. Then another show like that may never be created, you know, like that. And so that show had a lot of love, it had a lot of dignity, you know, and I say that Esther Roll, who is the star of that show, with all the passion that she had, her show still lives. That's how I call it. Her show still lives because she fought for that show. She fought for the dignity of that show. And although she's not here, her show lives on. And we can never forget her for that. I mean, she fought for having a father in that show. And I just thank God that it's recognized. And it's like we have 3 or 4 generations of fans. You know, and the little kids, they understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They get good times, you know. And even though we may say goofy words like you dig or, you know, right on, something besides those goofy words and a couple of little goofy outfits and the hair, the message, everything is basically right there. That's right. So, if someone comes to you and says to you, you have to do this or do that in order to get this part, you can turn to them with confidence, not cockiness, confidence, and say, no, thank you. I'll wait for the right part. And truly, with that, you will get the right part given to you. And if the part doesn't come the way you want it, you still don't have to compromise yourself, because talent is talent, and you'll still be able to use your talent in other areas.
Oh, very words that you guys. Well, I would like to thank you for coming on to my community talk show. That's where we focus on issues affecting the community and helping young people to get out there that can't find a way to be able to bring them to the industry and whatnot, and give them an outlet for their voice to be heard.
Yes.
And this is the Short Talk Show, you guys, and let's talk about it.